Ready? Play.
We're going to have a match point here for Alex Eala. It's the second match point that she has had. Can she convert at the second time of asking? Eala to serve. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going to get your first serve in. Backhand return from Solmaz is good. Now it's on the forehand of Solmaz, but it's gone long. And as I suggested just a moment ago, the Solmaz forehand has not been reliable enough today. Too many errors off that side. And Alex Eala defies my prediction, and she wins in straight sets. A wonderful embrace between these two players at the net. Alex Eala wins 6-4, 6-3 in an hour and 29 minutes. So she progresses through to the round of 16, justifying her wild card. And in the round of 16, Alex Eala is going to be playing, indeed, Sasnovich. Sasnovich, by the way, came through today. Yeah, no, Sasnovich played Badosa and came through in 3 sets. She's never played Sasnovich, at least on the main tour, and that is who she's going to be playing next. I will have a quick look as well to see their sort of head-to-head, if you like. Well, in terms of prize money, Sasnovich wins that one pretty comfortably. But, of course, Sasnovich has been on the tour a lot longer than Eala has. Sasnovich 31, so she'll be obviously keen to use her experience over the more inexperienced Alex Eala. As I said, Alex Eala is playing in Abu Dhabi for the first time. Eala is currently at a career-high ranking of 45. Sasnovich, meanwhile, is outside the top 100. Oh, regarding the stats from this match against Zeynep Solmaz, aces for Eala, 2-0 from Solmaz, 56% points won on serve. That's just points altogether for Alex Eala, 44% for Solmaz. That'd be disappointing for Zeynep. Net points won. Alex was really good at the net today, I will say that. Break points won, though. She garnered 12 break points on the Solmaz serve and broke 6 times. Zeynep just really struggled to hold, and that was key. Next up for Eala is Sasnovich, and the winner of that match, by the way, will play the winner of Yastremska or Aliaksandrova. So no letting up in terms of the difficulty for upcoming matches for Eala. But how will she get on against the Belarusian Sasnovich? Well, Sasnovich and Eala very, very similar in height. Sasnovich is a right-hander and Eala is a left-hander. But as I said, in terms of experience, no doubt that Sasnovich has the advantage. In terms of their more recent form, well, I would suggest that maybe Eala is playing the slightly better of the two. She certainly came through in more convincing fashion than Sasnovich did today, although Sasnovich had a tough match against Paula Badosa. Eala, I would say, actually today, that is the best I've seen her play since the first set of her match with Alicia Parks in Melbourne at the Australian Open. And then, of course, the wheels came off her Australian Open campaign. She then looked a bit sluggish in the first 2 rounds in the Philippines before coming unstuck against Camila Osorio. Sasnovich has had some wins this year, including, of course, today over the Spaniard Paula Badosa, which on paper looks like a good result. But Badosa has had a rough start to the year as she feels her way back to both form and fitness. So I'm not reading too much into that 3-set win that Sasnovich had, but I am reading a lot into Alex Eala's win in terms of this matchup, because Alex really did play well today. I thought until 3-love in the second set, she served well, which by her standards obviously is a tricky one. She had a couple of aces in there. She does seem to have made some small steps forward. I think her net play is also actually looking better as well, something I looked forward to seeing her do a little bit more throughout this hard court spell and against Sasnovich, which I think if she can rush the Belarusian, I think Alex Eala will come through. But let's go for Alex Eala in 3 sets. Make sure you hit the like button and also make sure you subscribe to the channel. We will have her match tomorrow, the doubles match that Eala will be playing alongside Janice Chen. So that's a doubles match that both will be playing tomorrow against Fernandez and Mlad, as we can see there on the screen. We have a watch along for that. I want you to join us for that. So also hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that. Coming up against Fernandez and Mladenovic tomorrow. Already see a couple of people waiting for that one. We'll also have ATP Weekly this evening as well, with Alcaraz sealing the career gram at the Australian Open. We'll be talking about that with Matt Brenner. But for now, you can bask in the glory and enjoy Alex Eala's win. And maybe you can even get this racket, which is Alex Eala's racket, the Babolat racket that she uses, is here in my hand. Thanks for joining today. And you know...
My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is in the world, wherever you are tuning in from. I'm sure many of you are tuning in across Europe, where it's middle of the afternoon, but there'll be plenty of you in the US, where it's in the morning, or perhaps there are some people in Asia, including the Philippines, where it will be sometime in the evening. In fact, let me know in the live chat where you are in the world watching this match or listening to my commentary. Give me a shout in the live chat and say, yeah, I'm here. I'm in the Philippines. I'm in the US. I'm in France or Germany, etc., etc., etc. We have Alex Eala here serving first. She is up 40-30 on her serve as she looks to hold serve at the beginning of this match, but Sasnovich is in charge of that point. And she puts the backhand drive volley away, but she nearly missed it. I'm just going to plug my microphone in, and I will also share with you the score on the screen. Just a moment. Do make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you are new to the channel and haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Oh, Sasnovich nets, advantage Eala. As she seeks to get the first game on the board. in Abu Dhabi. Serves down the tee, backhand return, backhand now into the forehand of Sasnovich. Forehand from Eala, got good depth on that. But Sasnovich is attacking. Eala comes into the net, and she wins the first game. Does Alex Eala. So she leads by 1-0. There you go. So 1-0 she leads. So Sasnovich will serve now. As I say, do let me know in the live chat where you are watching this match from. I think in Manila right now, I'm going to have a quick look, but it's about 10:30 in the evening, right? Just coming up for 10:30 p.m. in the Philippines. Backhand return there from Eala. Now it's a backhand down the middle of the court. Sasnovich nets. Love 15. Okay, first serve goes into the net from Sasnovich. So love 15 here. Ooh, clipped the net there. A little bit lucky for Sasnovich. $15 all. We are getting closer and closer to 23,100 subscribers. So thank you for all of you who have subscribed. Ooh, pulled it, yeah. So it's 15:30. Good serve, 30 all. $30 all here. Sasnovich under a little bit of pressure on her serve. Oh, and her serve has not been solid so far. Can Eala take advantage here? Okay, good return there from Alex. Backhand now into the forehand of Sasnovich. Backhand cross court again. Oh, did. That was close to going out, but ultimately Sasnovich wins the point for 40-30. Good hold there for Sasnovich after a little bit of pressure she had to deal with. So, one game all. Eala held comfortably. Sasnovich less so. As you can see, the scoreline there in the center, 1-1. Eala, for me, the warm favorite. I saw the pre-match prediction was 60-40 in her favor. Of course, do get voting as well in our poll. Hello, Val Marones, 1886. Where are you tuning in from? And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Look, we're just one away over here in the corner. Oh, Eala misses that forehand in a big way. She went big, but wasn't able to execute. So, love 15 here. Who's going to be our 23,100 subscriber? Whoever you are, whenever it happens, you will see that number in the corner tick over, and you can do a little dance and know that you've made the difference. Okay, second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. Oh, it's a double fault from Alex Eala. So love 30. Is this an opening for Sasnovich? Well, maybe. We do know that, of course, Eala a little bit underpowered on the serve and therefore a little vulnerable to that. It's going to be a second serve as well. So love 30, second serve. Not a good service game thus far for Alex. Interesting angle from Sasnovich there on the return. And it's a misplaced ball toss, so she's going to go for it again, Alex. Okay, this serve lands in at least. But we are into the rally, and Sasnovich is arguably on top, but now she's been pushed out wide. Now it's Eala on the forehand. She goes quite big, but not big enough. She goes bigger on that one and wins the point, 15-30. Good point there for Alex. Of course, I asked her last year, which was her favorite shot? She couldn't really decide, but in the end, she went for a backhand cross court. But I think her down the line shots are equally as good, to be honest. We see that strapping on her right leg today. It's something I didn't notice in the Sonmez match. Maybe it was there, but I didn't see it as apparent. Look at the second serve return position here for Sasnovich, by the way. Interesting angle that she chooses there. It's going to be a double fault for Eala. It's another double fault. That's the second double fault of this game. If she does lose serve, it will feel like a bit of a gift for Sasnovich. Oh, and it is a gift because Eala unforced error. So Sasnovich draws first blood. She leads by 2-1. We will take a quick break as I show you an interview that we did with Alex Eala just a few months ago.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you? Or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that you know, I need to focus on. There's nothing much. Nothing
Okay.
much.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, I think all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was such a big, each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Okay, we are back here with all things tennis from the Abu Dhabi Open. It is Sasnovich who has the early advantage in this match, having just broken Alex Eala's serve, thanks in no small portion to the double faults from Alex Eala. There were two of them in the game, and Eala is down 2-1, but in fact also Sasnovich leads 30 love here on serve. We just saw Eala put a backhand return into the net. So Sasnovich, from the last 20 points, Sasnovich has won 13 of those points. So very much the momentum is with her right now. Forehand cross court. Good depth there from Sasnovich. That's a lovely backhand from her. Has Eala defended it? No, she hasn't. Sasnovich really doing well in this service game. 40 love for Aliaksandra. Of course, Eala will be involved in doubles action at the very least tomorrow, whether she wins this match or not. I actually even posited that if she wins today, she might pull out the doubles. But, of course, if she was to lose, I think that clears the pathway for her to at least play her doubles match tomorrow. Okay, Sasnovich serving here, 40 love, 3 game points. It's a great serve, 3-1. Held to love. So, certainly the quickest starter. I thought that the win over Badosa was, on paper, quite impressive, but Paola is still nowhere near the level that she was at, say, a year ago when she was healthy. And it was a 3-set win for Sasnovich. And I thought Eala's level that she showed against Sonmez was arguably some of the best tennis she's played all year. Especially across 2 sets. And Eala goes long on the forehand there. Love 15. And yet, despite this slow start, she holds here and it's still very close. But a double break for Sasnovich, and it would feel like the first set's destiny is heading away from Eala. Backhand return into the forehand of Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich. Forehand Eala. Backhand Sasnovich cross court. Forehand Eala is going to go out. Love 30. So, love 30 here. This set could be pretty much done if Eala loses this game. Down the tee. Missed first serve. Eala not getting her first serves in right now. Doesn't bode well for the Filipina. 10:41 local time in Manila. Backhand return from Sasnovich goes into the net. That's helpful for Eala. 15:30. There are 78 people watching on YouTube right now, and statistically, around about 65 of you have not subscribed. So please do hit that subscribe button. Okay, Eala his serving, 15:30. Where are you going with this serve? You're going down the tee. Forehand return from Sasnovich is going to go long. Another gift for Eala, and she clenches her fist like this. 30 all. As that return of serve goes long. So 30 all here in Abu Dhabi. Where are you going to go with this serve, Eala? You are going down the tee, backhand return. 30 all here, remember. Big moment in the destiny of this first set right now at 30 all. Lose this point, Eala, and you... Oh, that just went long. And it is going to be a loss of the point for Eala. 30-40. So break point Sasnovich, just long. That's a little bit unlucky, that one for Eala. She has been a bit loose on her serve in this match so far, but that was a little unfortunate. Just a few centimeters too long. And we've got a break point for Sasnovich and a 4-1 lead in this first set. And that would be a double break advantage at the change of ends. Backhand return is decent. Forehand Eala. Sasnovich on the attack after that good return of serve. Drop shot Sasnovich. Eala gets there. Not won the point yet, but she has now. Huge point to win for Alex Eala. Deuce. Saves the break point. She was down in the rally. The drop shot from Sasnovich was not bad. Maybe Sasnovich didn't quite anticipate the shot down the line from Eala. Oh, good. We just got a couple of subscribers. Thank you very much. And don't forget to hit that like button. Okay. Deuce. Eala serving here. Where are you going to go with this serve? Okay. Eala to serve. Deuce. And goes into the net on the first serve. Second serve for Eala to attack Sasnovich. Sasnovich well inside that baseline. It's a good serve in terms of the spot down the tee. And Sasnovich, partly perhaps because of that return position, doesn't deal with it. She smiles because of how close, I guess, Eala was to a double fault there. But yes, it just curled away from Sasnovich. And because of that sort of funky style. Look, you see that strapping on the Eala thigh. A little bit more prominent today than in previous matches, certainly in Abu Dhabi. But Eala here in a good position compared to where she was a few moments ago. And it's a gift from Sasnovich. She puts that backhand wide. And it's 3-2, much to the delight of some of the Filipinos in the crowd. Good morning, Jake. I was just wondering where you were. Good afternoon, as it is in the UK where you are based. I wonder if we'll get ghosty again like we had yesterday. Let me know in the live chat where in the world you are tuning in from. I am in Bonn in Western Germany. You can see that it's middle of the afternoon outside. I know those of you in the Philippines right now, it'll be 11:15 at night. If you're in New York or on the East Coast of the US, it'll be 9:45 in the morning. So, yeah, enjoy. Maybe you've just enjoyed your breakfast, your bagels or whatever. What is a typical New York breakfast? Bagels, I think. What would be a typical breakfast in the Philippines? I'd love to know. Typical breakfast in the UK? Well, typical would just be cereal in the UK. I know there's the cliche and the stereotype about the big breakfast, the eggs and the bacon and the sausages, etc. But that is, at least as far as I'm aware, maybe Jake can correct me on this, but I think that's a rare breakfast. More common would be just one of the commercial cereals you can buy. Time is called by the umpire. Time perhaps on my conversation about breakfasts as we get back into the meat and drink of this first set. We have got a break for Sasnovich at 3-2, but it could have been so much worse, bearing in mind Eala had to save a break point in the previous game to avoid a double break deficit. So, Sasnovich serving here at 3-2. Good serve down the tee from the Russian. And it's Eala who nets. As you can probably tell, Jake, I'm not in Koblenz today, but I'm heading back there tomorrow. Good serve down the tee here from Sasnovich on the forehand of the Belarusian. Now into the backhand of Eala, who loops it up. Good depth there from Alex on that sort of moon ball, but we are still very much at neutral in this rally. In fact, Sasnovich is on top. Sasnovich comes into the net. That's a... Oh, well done, Sasnovich. The screams from the crowd was kind of amusing. But Sasnovich in the end, that was, to be fair, that was a really tricky backhand volley. And then it was a cross court, but Sasnovich had it covered. And wins the point, 30 love. I think the Filipinos in the crowd were anticipating that point going the way of Alex Eala, but it didn't. Good net coverage there from Sasnovich. It's a decent return from Eala. She's not anticipated that one very well, and it's 40 love and 3 game points. Sasnovich, easily the better player thus far. We had that period where she won 13 out of 20 points, which included the break of serve, as we frequently get to see Alex Eala's father in the crowd. It's a real funky serve, isn't it, from Sasnovich? At least the stance at the beginning. Second serve here for Eala to look at 40 love. Where are you going to go with this serve? Backhand return from Alex is going to go long, and it's 4-2. Don't think Eala's had a break point yet on the Sasnovich serve. The first couple of games, you had Eala holding comfortably, and then she sort of threatened the Sasnovich serve, won a couple of points. But that was as close as she's got to a break point. So, 2-4, Eala serving here. Good first serve from Eala. And it's 15 love. Sasnovich maybe didn't quite anticipate that, or she misinterpreted the serve from Eala, meaning that she didn't manage to get the return over the net, which, given the lack of pace, may well disappoint the Belarusian. 15 love. Nice serve there from Eala, but we are into the rally right now. Good depth there from both players. Nice amount of speed as well from Eala. And then she goes big, does Alex, as she goes into the net, maybe losing a bit of patience there. 15 all. Into the rally here at 15 all. Drop shot from Sasnovich. She chases it down. Oh, that's lovely disguise there from Eala. Hits the passing shot past Sasnovich. Sasnovich chasing that drop shot down. I mean, she's kind of funky, Jake, isn't she, in two ways? I'll come to those in a moment, Jake, regarding Manchester United and Fulham. Decent return there from Sasnovich. Oh, wonderful forehand there from neutral. 30 all. Yeah, the funkiness from Sasnovich. I mean, the return is funky too, isn't it, in terms of a stance? The Sasnovich serve, it feels super, super, super funky until the last moment when I think it kind of goes back to normal. But I'll have to watch it again to confirm that. Oh, that's a disappointing return from Sasnovich, although the Filipinos in the crowd are not disappointed with it as it goes into the net. Forehand return. Forehand cross court now. The backhand from Eala goes into the net. And we are at deuce. Okay, missed first serve here for Eala at deuce. Oh, double fault from Eala. So again, she's going to have to fend off a break point, much to the chagrin of some of those in the audience. Some of the comments, by the way, on YouTube, thank you very much. Someone watching here from Canada, Domino EDQA. Great to have you on board. Decent return there from Sasnovich. I think Eala's in a spot of bother here. Mind you, we're still in the rally. Probably at neutral now, actually. Ooh. Those shots from Sasnovich, just too good. Too accurate as she pummels that baseline, Sasnovich, puts the forehand away and has the double break advantage now. When they return to the court, Sasnovich is going to serve for the first set. This was a level I probably didn't anticipate from the Belarusian. Although I do think, I mentioned how Eala looked sluggish in her first couple of matches at the Philippine Women's Open last week. I thought she actually played her best match, funnily enough, in a loss to Osorio. But then I felt the level that Alex Eala showed against Sonmez was top. I thought she would carry that level into this match, and yet she has not. So, of course, as often is the case when someone is leading 5-2 with a double break, one player is playing very well and one player is not. So that's hardly the most rocket science level of analysis for you. But let's see if I can deliver some rocket science levels of analysis when it comes to the court speed in Koblenz. I think, at least I read in German, that the court speed there is medium to fast. But I do recall a player telling me in 2023 that it was a bit slower than that and probably closer to the medium level. But yeah, that's my assessment, but it's more going on what the website said and what one player told me in 2023. So maybe not quite rocket science levels of analysis either there. Let's see if I can deliver something a bit more high-tech and advanced regarding the Fulham match that Manchester United played. I mean, I think United have been, particularly in the matches against Arsenal and now Fulham, a bit more ruthless in terms of their finishing, which I think has been absent. Do I think we were the better team against Fulham? Yeah, I do. Do I think we were the better team against Man City? Definitely. And of course, that could have been much more. I left the efficiency of finishing out of that argument regarding the Man City match because I think the Man City match could have been a lot more than 2-0. Having said that, most of those were because of dubious offsides or just some great goalkeeping from Donnarumma. So maybe I'm being harsh there. It sort of feels good, Jake, in terms of the results. But of course, I guess the bigger picture question is about long-term management. And I think we don't need to worry about that really right now. And I think Carrick would probably have to win something like every game before. I don't think a top four finish is enough for Carrick, for example, to get the job over a Tuchel or an Ancelotti or maybe even a Nagelsmann, for example. But top four is very much there for the taking. But of course, it was there for the taking under Amorim as well. All right, back to this match. It's 15-all here on the Sasnovich serve. Eala has to break serve now. She's yet to garner a break point on the Sasnovich serve throughout this set. I'm sure there's comments coming through on YouTube, and they will come through to me shortly, but I'm not going to... I just get them through my stream provider, if you like. So I'm looking forward to reading some of those. Eala here on return at 15-all, and she's going to get a second serve. My thoughts on Mainu, jury's still out. I think it's probably somewhere between the two stools, as in, like, if you ask a lot of United fans, you'd think he's a Pele and Maradona combination, along with Claude Makelele. And yet yeah, let's see if Mainu really... I still think Tuchel won't be picking Mainu for the World Cup, which I think will tell you a lot. But listen, he's a young player at 20 years old. I just think that we've got so desperate over the last 11, 12 years that we clutch at every single straw possible. And look at that funky serve there. Look, and then suddenly I think in the last moment, Sasnovich kind of, look at that return from Eala, 30 all. No, I don't have faith in Ineos to get it right, because if you look at 10 decisions that they've taken, I think objectively you can probably say that most or all have been proven to be mistakes. Okay, 30 all here. And of course, I've witnessed interviews with Will Cox and Ratcliffe over the last 18 months or so. And yeah, they're bluffers, particularly Ratcliffe. It's just a huge bluffer. 30 all, 5-2. Doesn't mean you can't, with a huge amount of money, get decisions right from time to time. I mean, people often, oh, great attacking play there from Sasnovich, brings us up a set point. Eala can't quite believe that in terms of the fact that Sasnovich managed to land it on the island. So set point here for the Belarusian. Listen, Jake, I watched the Sonmez match. I don't remember the strapping on her thigh being that apparent, especially as I would have been looking out for it. Maybe I just missed it, because I was aware of it. Oh, she's missed the return. Sasnovich wins the first set. One of her coaches makes a note. Maybe it's just like, well done for winning the first set. Don't forget to congratulate her on that on the end. Anyway, Sasnovich wins the first set by 6-2. We will take a short break and then we will be back.
Ready. Play.
Any up-and-coming players we should be looking out for in Asia? Certainly, Eala is one that's obviously, she's got a lot of attention with her runs this year. I mean, what is Ayala's ceiling? I think, she has, top 50 potential, and then perhaps, I think she can be a player that would be seeded, in the slams. So, and perhaps maybe top 20. Who knows? That's maybe her ceiling, I would say. But top 10 is I think, be difficult with, where her serve is. I mean, her serve is obviously a weakness, and it should be better than it is. But of course, that is something that can be worked on. So, perhaps with the right coaching, she can do better, because the rest of her game's pretty good. I mean, she's not got the biggest weapons, but she's quite an aggressive player. She's quite good overall technically. And
Alex Eala has had a good 2025 so far, considering that this is really her first full year on the WTA Tour. She's already achieved a lot of milestones this year. For example, reaching her first WTA final, getting her career high ranking of 56, and also being able to get into the main draws of 2 slams already, Roland Garros and Wimbledon. So I think in terms of the milestones that she is looking for in her young career, she's ticking off a lot of the check boxes for them. In terms of if we're thinking about her ceiling or what it would look like for her to maximize her full potential, I think it's a bit challenging to say, mainly because we don't know yet how the aspects of her game will develop. For example, like her serve, which has been pinpointed as the biggest weakness of her game, for example. So we don't know how well that will develop throughout the next couple of years. So depending on that, I think that would be the biggest factor. But we already can see the things that she has in her arsenal. Like, she is a really good worker. She has a really great return. She's very aggressive on return, and she competes very well. Like, she is always in there, always in it for the fight, which all of these things I think will help her in the long run. Maybe I can see her vacillating between top 20, top 30, around that. Probably hard courts will still be where she will find the most success. So very.
Okay, we are back. Just listening to Tennis Island Girl there and her thoughts on the Eala game and perhaps her potential. Vacillating between 20 and 30 in the world. I think that would be if that happens this year, by the way, that would be a very good year for Alex. It would be a step forward. Just having a quick look at some of the first set stats. Of course, the most important stat of all is that Sasnovich won it by 6 games to 2. Neither hit an ace, but Eala, on one of the times that she was broken, I remember she hit 2 double faults in the same game and hit 3 across the set as a whole. Sasnovich as well, outwinnering Eala 7-4. But look at those unforced errors from Alex and yet to garner a break point. And now Eala is already under pressure at the beginning of this second set. She is down a break point, 30-40. Yeah, okay, thank you. That's what I thought, Jake. No taping on the thigh in that match, but it's returned for this one. It seems to come and go that time. Oh, Eala under pressure here. Eala under pressure. But that's a good backhand from Alex. But she's still under pressure. Oh, she's put the backhand in the net. And Sasnovich gets the break. So, already, Sasnovich leads by a set and a break. It's a long way back for Alex right now. A long way back, not just because of being down a set and a break, but her level right now is not suggesting she's going to be getting back in this match. It's not like she's had a couple of not like she's had a few break points and not been able to take them. It's not like she's had a couple of net cords go against her. It's not like she's playing sensational tennis and just been a bit unlucky. And it's not as if it's even close right now. Sasnovich, comfortably the better player. So for this to change, I think she's going to have to play a lot better. Jake, it's not necessarily the toughest game style, but it's certainly the most frustrating. There's a guy in Bonn who I play from time to time, and on clay in particular, his ability to defend drives me nuts. On the carpet, I have the upper hand, and I used to have the upper. There's also another element to that as well. I used to have the upper hand on all surfaces in all conditions. I think mentally, physically, game-wise, everything. Return, forehand, backhand especially. Not that my backhand's strong, but his used to be very weak. I was the better player in just about every department. And so he's improved. And that has, that adds to the frustration in a way that I used to have the upper hand comfortably. And I probably didn't play him much for 6 to 12 months. And then suddenly I played him on clay last year and I was like, Okay, here we are though on the Sasnovich serve, and it is love 30. We are currently 672 subscribers away from filling Arthur Ashe Stadium. Oh, wonderful forehand winner there. 15-30. No, it's not Boiler Boy. No. Actually, despite having his record against me improved over the last 18 months or so, Boiler Boy is probably the person I enjoy playing the most. Just because I think some of the rallies we have, and for whatever reason, the two game styles seem to produce some pretty fun tennis. And I still have the upper hand, particularly on carpet. Clay, well, we'll see. I think it was getting pretty much to the situation where it was 50-50 last year. Maybe this year he might even have a winning head-to-head record. Double fault from Sasnovich, 15-40. So a chance for Eala to get back in this set and even the match maybe. These are her first break points on the Sasnovich serve of the match, which I think is as much about Eala's game being off. It wasn't like as though Sasnovich was serving big and accurately. There's that coach again making some notes. Don't lose points. First serve lands in. Eala misses the return. I think the serve probably caught Eala a bit by surprise. She couldn't quite react to it. So 1 break point comes and goes. Hello, Val Ramones, 1886. How are you? Okay, 30-40. Misses the first serve, Sasnovich. Here's your chance, Alex. 30-40, second serve. Where are you going with this serve? Let's have a look. You are going to serve into the backhand. Decent return from Eala. We're into the rally right now. Eala on the forehand. Eala on the forehand. But she puts it in the net. And we're at deuce. You know, it's funny. When we got to 15-40 and I went, here's your chance, Alex. I didn't have any faith in her taking it today, which is unusual for her on return. 2 break points against someone not called Elena Rybakina or Arina Sabalenka. And I'm thinking Eala is going to win one of these two, but not today. I didn't feel that. Still, all is not lost yet. Deuce. First serve into the net. So a second serve here for Eala to look at to see if she can get a third break point on the Belarusian serve. Oh, double fault. Second double fault of this game for Sasnovich. And I don't think she hit any double faults in the first set. No, she didn't. So 0 double faults from Sasnovich in the first set. And yet she's double faulted twice on her opening service game in this second set. Eala here desperate to gain parity in this set by breaking back. Break point number 3. Where are you going to go with this serve, Sasnovich? Decent return from Eala. We're into the rally here, but good depth there from Sasnovich. And we get to deuce. Eala can't deal with it. So another break point comes and goes. That's 3 break points that Eala has squandered. And I think it is fair to say she squandered them because for at least 2 of them, she got into the rally and was at a neutral position. Okay. Sasnovich to serve. Deuce. Gets the first serve in. Eala returns well, which he hasn't done a lot of today. Puts that away. It's a really good return from Eala. First one, she's not returned well enough today, but that was peak Eala return there. And she gave herself a chance to win the point, and she took it. Now, can she take her 4th break point opportunity? Her father can barely look. Break point number 4. Sasnovich serving. Are you going to get your first serve in here? Eala would love a second serve to look at. She's not going to get it because it was a really good first serve. Now Eala's on the defense. Oh, good defending from Eala. Really good depth from her. Eala takes that on the rise. We're at neutral. Oh, and Sasnovich goes long. So we are back on serve. That was a little bit of a gift, but really the key was that defensive shot from Eala that landed so deep. That was the key to that rally, and it is 1 game all. I don't know about always, Jake, but more often than not. Okay, so we have, at least we're on serve, but I still think this is, Eala's going to have to pick it up because if not, Sasnovich is going to punish her once again. 15 love. Wait till Eala returns to Miami, by the way. They're going to go nuts there. Okay. How many likes have we got on this video, by the way? It's a nice backhand down the line there from Eala. But what a cross-court backhand that is from Sasnovich. 15 all. I'll be back there tomorrow, Jake. Everybody, click that like button. And by the way, if you become a member of Talking Tennis by clicking the join button, you will get some extra material, including an unedited, lengthy interview with Alex Eala. Eala goes long there, and it is going to be 15-30. Is she going to cede the break advance? Is she going to cede the break again? And make it 3 breaks of serve in a row to begin this second set. Yeah, you can join Talking Tennis for as little as €2 or $2 per month. Backhand return. Forehand from Eala. It's a decent forehand from her. And Sasnovich sprays the forehand herself out. 30 all. Thank you for the latest subscribers. If you notice, every time someone subscribes, that number in the bottom corner goes up a little tick. 30 all. Second serve. After the first serve clips the net and goes long. Don't double fault, Alex. Don't double fault. Don't double fault, Alex. Don't double fault. She doesn't, but the return from Sasnovich is too good. Look at that anger. She thinks that this landed in Eala, but the electronic line calling system has said it was out. It didn't seem that close, I have to say. Listen, I'm not convinced with the electronic line calling system, but it didn't. That one didn't look in when I saw it, and at least the replay. But the replay is always going to back up whatever the electronic line calling did or said. So, okay, second serve here on break point for Sasnovich to look at for a 2-1 lead with a break. Eala is always, vulnerable on serve. We expect that. But to just not return as well as she can is kind of the surprise. Slice drop shot from Eala. It's not going to be good enough. Oh, but the volley from Sasnovich is a gift. She got that all wrong, did the Belarusian. Eala gets away with it because her passing shot, well, it was into the body of Sasnovich, but there was easily enough time for Sasnovich to react. And she did react. She got her racket on it comfortably, but just couldn't keep the control. And so we are at deuce. Serve down the tee from Eala is going to be unreturned. And now Alex is going to have a game point. Yeah, go to Tennis Warehouse Europe, people, and get all your latest equipment and gear from there and use the code TALK10, TALK 10 when you check out, and you'll get a discount. Okay, in the meantime, second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. It is game point for Alex Eala. Where are you going to go with this serve? Backhand return. Forehand from Eala. Backhand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich into the forehand of Eala. Backhand from Eala into the backhand of Sasnovich. Forehand Eala, really pushing Sasnovich. It's really well dealt with by the Belarusian. This is turning into an epic rally that we are still in the middle of, by the way. Oh, and Sasnovich nets on the forehand. Much to the delight of the crowd. Eala holds and now leads by 2-1 in this second set, which, considering she was down 1-love and a break, feels pretty significant. Eala fighting. What a rally that was, by the way. Felt as though the only way to justifiably end it in a spectacular fashion would have been with a winner. Not that Eala or her fans will care. And so, 2-1. Change of ends. So, things looking much better right now for Alex. She was down a set and a break. Now they are back on serve, and even a small advantage for Eala because she is now held. So she leads 2-1 at the change of ends. By the way, who won earlier? Was it Aliaksandra or Yastremska? Aliaksandra, the number 2 seed, won 6-3, 6-love. So the winner of this Sasnovich-Eala match is going to be playing Aliaksandra in the quarterfinal. But will it be Alex Eala or will it be Sasnovich? Kartal, good win for her in straight sets over Zarazur for the loss of just 3 games. Ostapenko, well, you just never know with Ostapenko, do you? Well, she lost in straight sets to Balic earlier today. Eala, of course, will be, whatever happens today, in doubles action tomorrow alongside Janice Chen. We'll hopefully have that match on the channel. We have got Emma Raducanu as well. The Emma Raducanu match will be on the channel later on today. So do stick with us for that one. 75 likes on YouTube. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes as soon as possible. So please hit the like button. Sasnovich serving at 1-2. Yeah, Emma Raducanu against Kaya Yuvan. We'll have that on the show for you in a couple of hours from now. That is, of course, from the WTA event in Cluj. The Winners Open, which I always think is an amusing name for a tournament, especially if you don't win it. Anyway, 15 love here. What match did you say you'll have the channel? You mean Raducanu? I'm going to have a Raducanu match, Jake. I know you're a huge Emma fan. Oh, Sasnovich misses the backhand, 15 all. It's not quite a comeback yet, is it? I mean, I guess it's not a comeback until you win the match, but fighting her way back in this set is pretty impressive from Alex, bearing in mind her level over the first set and a bit. 15 all. Sasnovich serving. Down the tee. Good return from Eala. But she can't deal with that. Unerring. I mean, listen, the rankings don't lie, do they, Jake? That's where Emma is. She's 25th, 30th best player in the world. Let's have a look. What's her current ranking? .30. At least going into this week, 30 in the world. But if you'd have said to me a year ago, you know, seeing Raducanu beat Anisimova, I think it was in Miami, and yet we now see Anisimova, you know, top 5 in the world. What a forehand winner that is from Sasnovich. Oh, live ranking, by the way, Raducanu's up to the giddy heights of 28. Okay, let's get the score on the screen for you, more crystallized for this Sasnovich-Eala match. 2 game points here for Sasnovich to make it 2 all. Second serve for Eala to look at. Feeling a bit sleepy. I think I might have a siesta before the Raducanu match. Of course, that does depend on this one finishing in good time, which might mean a straight sets win for Sasnovich. Eala comes into the net, doesn't put the volley away, and that lob is too good. It's a wonderful lob, by the way. 2 all. It's fair to say that Eala is lobbable. She's 5'9", I think, Alex. So about 175, 1m75, something like that. Yeah, if this match does finish in straight sets, I mean, when is the Raducanu's match is sort of slated for around about 5 p.m. UK, but I think obviously that is very much could well get delayed. You've got, okay, so you've got 4 p.m. UK, so 5 p.m. local time. Zidansek against Chastaya. Chastaya, of course, playing in a home country. For the last time, maybe? Because she's retiring this year, isn't she? And then after that match. So, yeah, wouldn't surprise me if Raducanu Chauvin is at least 6 o'clock. So, 15 love for Eala. I was hoping to, if not go to the gym, at least go for a run today. Jake, are you a running guy? Are you a cardiovascular person, or are you more someone who hits the weights or the bike or a little bit of everything? If I go to the gym, I start with cardiovascular, and then I just see if I've got time or energy for more. Ooh, a miss hit there from Sasnovich. She gets away with it. Drop shot from the Belarusian. Eala chases it down, but that volley is going to be too good. Nicely constructed point there from Sasnovich. 15 all. Not that Alex and her fans will appreciate that point construction. Alex muttering something to herself. If you're not a native English speaker and you're wondering, what does muttering mean? It's like talking quietly or under your breath. There you go. Little free English lesson to you non-native speakers. And if you're a non-native speaker and you're now screaming at me going, I know what the verb to mutter is, sorry for underestimating you. Good return there from Sasnovich. Lovely backhand from her, and it's going to force the error off Alex on the run. Some choice words from Alex there. Her coach doesn't look best pleased. 15-30. So Eala to serve here, 15-30. Where are you going with this serve? Backhand return from Sasnovich is wild and missed. That's a nice get-out-of-jail-free card for Alex. Her coach applauds, but yeah. That was a little fortuitous, perhaps. And that's another unreturned serve. 40-30, game point for Alex Eala. Okay. Oh, and another one. That was a good serve. I thought the other two were maybe gifts from Sasnovich. So, Eala leads in this second set by 3-2. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Time has been called. The players are returning to the court. Eala leads 3-2 in this second set. The players, though, are on serve, so it is the smallest of margins that Eala leads in this second set. Hey, Reina Nordado 3905. Okay. Backhand to backhand. Oh, what a sweet winner there from a neutral position from Sasnovich. More notes being taken by her coach. So 15 love. Okay, return from Eala's got good depth on it. We're into the rally right now. It's a nice angle that Eala's created there. Got Sasnovich on the run, but that slice drop shot did not work. The crowd thought it had worked, but no. So, 30 love. Missed first serve there. Eala here. Oh, that's a bit fortunate for Alex, landing that backhand in. That's much more aggressive from Alex, but it's not enough to win the point. Drop shot here from Sasnovich. Eala should get there. That's a decent shot from her. But then Sasnovich does well where to stay in the point. In fact, more than stay in the point. Another drop shot from Sasnovich. Eala chases it down once again. What an entertaining point this is turning into. Is Sasnovich going to win the point? Eala defending at the net. That's going to go long. And look at that. What a point, by the way. Eala sticks her arms up in the air as she watches that sail long, much to her relief. 30-15. Okay, where are you going with this serve? You're going to go into the net. That's where you're going. Second serve here for Eala to look at, 30-15. Oh, wonderful backhand there from Sasnovich, which has been firing today. 40-30. It wasn't a clean winner, but it was just as good in so many ways. The depth there. Eala can't quite believe it's dropped in. So 40-15. 2 game points here for Sasnovich to level up 3-all in this second set. Second serve for Eala to look at. Forehand return from Alex is decent, forcing the error. It's a big return. And she yielded a positive result as a result. 40-30. Still a game point for Sasnovich. Yeah, sleep deprivation and being a tennis fan. Indeed, they do seem to go hand in hand, Jake. Ooh. Oh, that's going to land in. Oh, when Sasnovich misses the backhand. Eala, by the way, on the absolute stretch, stretching every single sinew available to her, as you could hear from her screech and scream. And somehow that landed in, and then Sasnovich contrived to hit it out. I mean, yeah, it only just went out, by the way. Deuce. I had a big pasta lunch, though. Maybe that's contributing to my lethargy. Mind you, I had a lot of coffee this morning as well. I think I had 3 coffees in all, including a couple of very strong espressos. Huge return from Alex. She's on the attack and puts the forehand away. And now Eala has a break point to go up a break in this second set. A lovely clean winner there from Alex. It was a short ball, but it wasn't a gimme. Maybe a gimme for her, not for me. Okay, break point, Alex Eala. She didn't get a single break point in the entire first set. I think this is her 5th one now in the second. Oh, that first serve just missed from Sasnovich. So a second serve here for Alex to look at. Just inside the baseline right now, but she'll probably be well inside it by the time she makes contact on this return. Run around forehand. Really good forehand return from Alex. Oh, it's going to land in. Eala can't believe it. That Sasnovich angle. Deuce. Where's Ghosty? Dearie me. Yeah, right. She's really hitting these big returns now in the second set, but that wasn't happening in the first set. And now it's a backhand return, sorry, that's giving her joy. Another break point for Alex Eala. Okay. So, break point number 2 in this game. Are we seeing a shift in momentum? Well, the next point may well tell us. Backhand return is into the net. Deuce. Oh, dear. Mid-afternoon fatigue is hitting me right now. Good first serve there from Sasnovich. I'm saying Aliaksandra. That's who the winner of this match is going to play. We're going to have another break point for Eala. Another break point for Alex Eala. By the way, I see that our subscriber count hasn't clicked over for quite a while. Have we found every single tennis fan in the Philippines and now we've run out of people to subscribe? Oh, yeah. Okay, we're into the rally here. Excuse me. Oh, good shot there from both players. Oh, but Eala's gone long. Deuce. Well, she needed a 4th break point before sealing the deal with her first break of the match. She's going to have to need at least another one. Sasnovich laughing at some of the funny advice that maybe she's receiving. She saved 86% of her break points. Well, I think it's 7 break points she's faced, and she's only been broken once. Okay, she's going to have to save another break point. Let's see. We're into the rally here. Good depth there from Sasnovich. Slice from Eala. Backhand cross court now from Alex. Oh, she's missed the forehand, Sasnovich, and we are going to get another break point for Eala. Her 4th of the game. Is it going to be 4th time lucky? Like it was when she broke serve before. Okay, break point number 4 in this game. Where are you going with the serve? Oh, just missed. I thought that was going to be an ace for a second, but just missed. So, second serve here for Eala to look at on break point number 4 in this game. Sasnovich serves Backhand return. It's got good depth on it. Now it's attackable. Oh, Eala attacked. And she nets. Sasnovich is laughing, I think, at just the amount of breakpoint opportunities she's giving away before winning the next point. Didn't Sasnovich have 40-15 in this game? I actually smelt a break at 40-15. I remember that, weirdly enough, considering how far Eala was away from breaking at that point. I thought, it might be a break in this game, but it's not happening at the moment. And Sasnovich should win the point from here. Oh my goodness me, that's landed in. We're still in the rally. Oh my, that's going to go out, is it? Yeah, it is. Wow, well, she did so well to fight her way back into that point that it must feel particularly grating to have not won it in the end. Now she has a game point, does Sasnovich. First serve, because that clipped the net and landed in. Do get in the comments section, by the way, on the live chat. And let us know where in the world you are tuning in from. Or what you're doing right now. Backhand return. Forehand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. It's caught the line. Wow, I thought that had gone out. What a backhand down the line that was from Alex. Deuce. What an epic game this is turning into. What's that, the 7th deuce maybe? Must be 10 minutes plus this game. Deuce. Good serve down the tee from Sasnovich. We're into the rally right now. We're still in the rally. Drop shot. Eala's going to have to chase this down. Oh, she managed to chase it down and then dumped the backhand into the net. She can't believe it, and nor can I. I thought that was the point done once she got there. But running all that way to get it and then not deliver a winner. Deary me. Game point for Sasnovich to make it 3-all. She's had several game points in this game, but then Eala's had 4 break points come and go as well. Are we going to get another deuce, or is the game going to conclude? Well, we're going to have a second serve here for Eala to look at. Are we going to see Eala go crazy big and miss this return? Let's have a look. She's going to go crazy big, but she's not going to miss. Deuce. I think she's not had half a dozen break points. I think it's been 4. Might have been 5, but not half a dozen. Oh, Eala's missed the return. Another game point for Sasnovich. I bet this game is over 12 minutes long now. Feels like an age ago since we had 40-15 for Sasnovich in this game. Okay. Game point for Sasnovich. Eala behind the baseline for this return. Good return from her, but well dealt with by Sasnovich. Now on the backhand of Sasnovich. Forehand Eala is missed. And so Sasnovich holds in an epic game. 3-all. We've lost a subscriber. Sorry to see you go, but you'll be welcome back whenever if you ever return. I'm not complacent enough to say when you return. I wonder if someone's unsubscribed and then subscribed again. Maybe. Okay, 3-all. Eala here serving. Down. Oh, wow. Missed that one, Alex. By a long way. Excuse me. Forehand return. It's going to miss. 15 love. Oh, just gained a subscriber. Thank you. So, of course, if Sasnovich gets this done in the next 15 minutes or so, at least I can have my siesta. If we go to a third set, don't know. Depends on what happens in Romania. Backhand from Sasnovich into the forehand of Eala. We are at 15 love here, but Eala misses 15 all. If you're just tuning in, welcome. But where have you been? If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. But where have you been? 3.5 years we are into Talking Tennis's history. And only now are you finding us. Well, better late than never. Join the party and click subscribe. And if you click subscribe just below the screen, you will see that number in the corner tick over to 107. And there are 107 people tuning in right now, 106, I should say, probably on YouTube. And around about 70 to 75 of you have not subscribed. If all 70 of you watching right now subscribe and you haven't subscribed, and if you all 70 click subscribe, that number will just go crazy. If you all go, boom, subscribe, and just watch that number just go, wow, it'll just go, don't know, maybe it'll blow up the internet. Who knows? Okay, 30-15 here for Eala. Misses the first serve. Second serve for Sasnovich to look at. Feels like a big service game, this, for Alex, having had all those breakpoint opportunities in the previous one. It's a net chord that favors Sasnovich. Can Eala maintain her composure? Well, that's just landed in. Some forehand slices here from Sasnovich that have come out of nowhere. Just mixing it up. And she's going to have a short ball, Sasnovich, but she misses it. And it's 40-15. Yeah, I saw that, Dan. Yeah. I saw that John Virgo, JV, had passed away, bless him. Maybe Jake's not aware, so now he is aware, I guess. Okay, Eala serving here, 40-15. Down the tee, backhand return. Slice from Eala into the forehand of Sasnovich. Backhand now from Eala. Still in, that was close. Eala attacking, could have come into the net, but chose not to. And then misses the forehand. So 40-30. Hey, Ray Guy. Ray_Guy08. Ray Guy, can you hit subscribe, please? If you haven't already done so. Have we got to 100 likes on this video yet, by the way? Where's Ghosty, by the way? And Jean as well. Okay, decent return there from Sasnovich. Forehand Sasnovich, cross court. Lofted ball from Eala. Drive volley from Sasnovich. We're still in the rally. Oh, wow. That was a very curious pass that relied more on the element of surprise, I think, than necessarily pace, that's for sure. And Eala holds for 4-3. Brings up a big smile on her father's face. Alex Eala holds for 4-3. Over to you, Sasnovich, to serve at 3-4. In the previous game, by the way, Sasnovich held, I think she saved 4 break points. Let's have a quick look at some of the stats from this encounter to see exactly where we are in terms of break points saved. I think she saved 7. Oh, Sabalenka was pulled out of Qatar, by the way. It's a part of the season that she traditionally doesn't do that well in. But we'll see. Oakley Dokley. Yeah, so I said I'd bring up some of the stats. 1 hour and 22 minutes. Well, I think most of it has been about this second set. I think we've been going for about an hour in this second set. Oh dear, WTA website is so bad when it comes to stats. It says that Eala has had, I think it's saying that she's had 4 break points, but she's had a lot more than that, I'm telling you now. Oh well, I wish we could rely on the WTA website. One day. Oakley Dokley. So, Sasnovich serving here at 3-4. Wonderful there from Sasnovich. Very aggressive attacking tennis there. And she reaps the reward, 15 love. Okay. Oh, just gained a subscriber. Thank you very much, whoever you are, wherever you are tuning in from. 15 love here, Sasnovich. Good serve down the tee. That return, though, is going to land in, but that's nice from Sasnovich. Now it's a forehand slice that's going to miss from her. 15 all. If Eala was to get the break here, of course, she would be serving for the second set. She's broken serve once in this match, Alex. She's been broken on her serve 3 times. But Alex has not been able to take her breakpoint opportunities in the second set. None more so than in the previous service game with Sasnovich. Sasnovich attacking. Eala can't deal with that on the forehand. 30-15. It wasn't a very physical first set, but the second set has been grueling. Okay, where are you going with this serve, Sasnovich? Into the net is the answer to that question. Where is Avanesian, by the way? What's she up to, Nessie? I haven't heard or seen from her for a while. 30-15, good return there from Eala. And the forehand slice from Sasnovich doesn't work. It goes into the net. So we are at 30 all. A little sniff of a break here for Alex. And it is the business end of this set at 3-4. If Eala gets the break, she'll be serving for the second set and take us to a deciding set. Backhand return from Alex. Forehand from Sasnovich goes into the net. And we are indeed going to get another break point for Alex Eala. Is it going to be another break point squandered for Alex? We're about to find out. 30-40. Sasnovich desperate for first serve in a desperate moment for her. She gets that first serve. She's got a +1 winner that she puts away. Deuce. Big serve just when she needed it most. Pushed Alex way out the court. And then she put that forehand away. Deuce. Okay. Everybody remember to hit that like button. Have we got to 100 likes yet on this video? Backhand cross court. Forehand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala is going to miss. Game point for Sasnovich. Oakley dokley. Sasnovich serving here. 3-4 advantage for the Belarusian. Oh, good return from Alex. And that's gone long from Sasnovich, and we're back to deuce. The second Sasnovich game in a row on serve that is going to be lengthy. I think the previous one was about 12 minutes and had 7 or 8 deuces, maybe. Let's see for this one. Are we going to get a break point here? Second serve here for Eala to look at. Double fault. So we are indeed going to get a break point for Alex Eala. Remember, if she breaks here, Alex, she'll be serving for the set. But she's had so many break points in this set. I think she's into double figures now. She's only broken once. Good serve. Oh, and Eala puts the return into the net. Deuce. Deuce indeed. Another deuce. Another lengthy service game for Sasnovich. Is it going to reach the epic proportions like the previous service game that she had? Good serve from Sasnovich. Eala into the rally here, though. Forehand from Alex goes into the net, and we're going to have another game point for Sasnovich. So, can the Belarusian finally get the hold? We're about to find out as she serves at the Abu Dhabi Open. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going to go into the forehand of Alex. Backhand cross court from her, but that's going to miss. And Sasnovich does get the hold. 4 games all. And now it is Eala who has got the serving tightrope that she's going to have to deal with. Because if Eala gets broken here, Sasnovich will serve for the match. Alex, so many break points in this second set. So, 4-all, Eala to serve. Forehand return from Sasnovich has gone long, 15-love. So, Eala serving here, 4-all, 15-love. Misses the first serve, does Eala. Second serve in Abu Dhabi. Backhand return from Sasnovich is too good. 15-all. Her coach is really loving certain things here. So, 15-all, Eala serving. Misses the first serve. Second serve for Sasnovich to look at. Backhand return from her. Backhand from Eala. Forehand Sasnovich. Backhand Eala into the net. 15-30. Not a great moment right now for Alex. Huge couple of points coming up for her. Has to win at least one of the next 2 points. Back-to-back points for Sasnovich, and she'll be 7 for the match. Backhand return is into the net, so Alex does win one of the next points. It is now 30-all. That felt like a bit of a gift, though, because I felt Sasnovich will be disappointed she didn't make that return. 30-all. Eala to serve, though. Still huge moments in this match. Biggest point of the match now, right now, without a doubt. Down the tee. Backhand return from Sasnovich. Again goes into the net, and it's 40-30 for Alex Eala. Couple of big points there. And she now has a game point for 5-4. But a couple of little gifts there from Sasnovich. Late Christmas present from her. That's a decent return from her. Now it's on the forehand of Sasnovich into the backhand of Eala. And Eala goes long for deuce. Are we coming to the end of this encounter? Well, 2 points in a row for Sasnovich here. And we just might be, bearing in mind she's only been broken once all match. Not that Eala hasn't had breakpoint opportunities, though. I mean, she's had so many in this second set. I've lost count. I think it's double figures for breakpoints. We're into the rally here anyway on the Eala serve. Backhand from her into the backhand of Sasnovich. Forehand cross court is really good from Alex. And it's kind of forced the error. Now Eala's got a game point for 5-4. And if we get to 5-4, Sasnovich will be serving to stay in the set. I tell you what, this set, how long has this set been? I bet it's over an hour right now for this set alone. If we do go 3, despite the first set being super quick, I think we'll be pushing 3 hours for this match if we go 3 sets. Forehand from Eala. Forehand, Sasnovich going to clip the net and land out. Eala holds 5-4. That was huge. We're going to take a break. And after the break, we'll be back for the conclusion of the second set and potentially the match.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you? Or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel... At the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much. Nothing much. Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. All things tennis indeed. So Sasnovich serving to stay in this second set. Are we going to go to a decider? That's really aggressive play there from Eala, and it's brought up love 15. Eala 3 points away from winning this set. She's been 1 point away from getting a break advantage on Sasnovich on 10 occasions in this second set, and she took just one of those chances. But is she going to get another chance on the Sasnovich serve in this game? We're about to find out. 4-5, love 15. Serves down the tee into the forehand now of Sasnovich. Backhand cross court from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich clips the net. Bit lucky there for the Belarusian, but she's on the defense here. Eala's on the attack. Drop shot from Alex is too good. Love 30. Love 30 for Alex Eala. 2 points away from winning the set and taking us to a deciding set. Hello, Jake. Good to see you back with us. Do get in the chat, people. As you see, Jake, there's a comment there from Dan about the legendary snooker commentator and snooker player, John Virgo, sadly passing away today. Love 30 here on the Sasnovich serve. Eala, 2 points away from winning this second set. Oh, that's really mediocre, let's call it. And let's be kind. First serve from Sasnovich. Went into the net. Love 30 here. Second serve. Eala ready to pounce. Forehand return from Eala. Oh, I think she's just missed it. Eala went big, but she went too big on that serve. So, 15-30. That was a chance for Alex. Wins that, and she's got 3 points in a row. It's only a game, Jake, if you remember. It's only a game, so you better put up a fight. Something like that, anyway. Okay, 15-30 here. Eala, she's certainly putting up a fight, that's for sure. What a serve from Sasnovich, 30 all. An ace for her. Snookering you, yeah, tonight. Saturday evening entertainment. I remember Junior Big Break. I applied to be on Junior Big Break. That was like for school kids, basically. Didn't get in. 30 all. Backhand return. Decent depth on that. Forehand now from Eala into the backhand of Sasnovich. Forehand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Defending Sasnovich. That's going to land out. We're going to have a set point for Alex Eala. It's another break point. Her 11th of this second set. She had 0 in the first set. And she's got 11 break points now in this second set. But she's only been able to take one of those 11 break point opportunities. Can she take the lucky 11, the legs 11? Let's see. 30-40. Sasnovich to serve. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going into the forehand of Eala. We're into the rally. Alex now on the forehand again. Backhand from Sasnovich. She's going to miss. Alex Eala takes the second set. We are going 3 sets, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you very, very soon.
Ready? Play.
Any up-and-coming players we should be looking out for in Asia? Certainly, Eala is one that's obviously, she's got a lot of attention with her runs this year. I mean, what is Ayala's ceiling? I think, she has, top 50 potential, and then perhaps, I think she can be a player that would be seeded, in the slams. So, and perhaps maybe top 20. Who knows? That's maybe her ceiling, I would say. But top 10 is I think, be difficult with, where her serve is. I mean, her serve is obviously a weakness, and it should be better than it is. But of course, that is something that can be worked on. So, perhaps with the right coaching, she can do better, because the rest of her game's pretty good. I mean, she's not got the biggest weapons, but she's quite an aggressive player. She's quite good overall technically. And
Alex Eala has had a good 2025 so far, considering that this is really her first full year on the WTA Tour. She's already achieved a lot of milestones this year. For example, reaching her first WTA final, getting her career high ranking of 56, and also being able to get into the main draws of 2 slams already, Roland Garros and Wimbledon. So I think in terms of the milestones that she is looking for in her young career, she's ticking off a lot of the check boxes for them. In terms of if we're thinking about her ceiling or what it would look like for her to maximize her full potential, I think it's a bit challenging to say, mainly because we don't know yet how the aspects of her game will develop. For example, like her serve, which has been pinpointed as the biggest weakness of her game, for example. So we don't know how well that will develop throughout like the next couple of years. So depending on that, I think that would be the biggest factor. But we already can see the things that she has in her arsenal. Like, she is a really good worker. She has a really great return. She's very aggressive on return, and she competes very well. Like, she is always in there, always in it for the fight, which all of these things I think will help her in the long run. Maybe I can see her vacillating between top 20, top 30, around that. Probably hard courts will still be the where she will find the most success. So very interesting to see how well she'll do in this upcoming North American swing, and especially in the last slam of the year, the US Open.
It's quite difficult to tell at such a young age what Alex Eala's ceiling will be, and you know, we do see some inconsistency from her on the tour right now, but we are seeing some improvements. We saw even the serve was doing a bit better on the grass. I do think that ultimately hard will always be her best surface, and I think she acknowledges that too. She had a lot of difficulties on the clay. I know she took a set off Iga, but that ended up being the highlight of her clay court season by some margin, with early exits in Rome and also the French Open to follow. But anyway, as for her ceiling, top 20, yeah, that's feasible. But we're going to need to see bigger improvements, especially it's the serve. If she had a Sabalenka serve, she'd be top 10, no doubt. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the good news of Eala winning that second set has just been sucker punched with an Sasnovich break at the beginning of the third. Sasnovich leads 1-love with a break, with Eala going long there. But don't forget, in that second set, Sasnovich got the early break. She was up a set and a break, 1-love, but then Eala broke back immediately. Can she do so again? Well, she's going to have to break back at some point in this set. Otherwise, she'll lose the match. So, third set, Sasnovich leads 1-love with a break. Second serve here for Eala to look at. Eala backhand return into the forehand of Sasnovich. Sasnovich doing really well. She's on the attack. What's she going to do with the drive volley? She puts it away for 15-love. Good attacking play there from Sasnovich. $15-love. Okay. Oh, Eala's not going to get that. Really deft touch there from Sasnovich at the net. 30-love. Do get in the comments section, by the way, and the live chat on YouTube, and of course on Twitch, and let me know where in the world you are watching this match from. Okay, Sasnovich serving here. 1-love, 30-love. Forehand return from Alex is on the forehand now of Sasnovich, but Sasnovich goes long, 30-15. Yeah, 11 break points for Eala in that second set. She took Two of them. Okay, 30-15. Oh, that backhand from Alex has missed. 40-15. So, Sasnovich serving here. 1-love, 2 game points for 2-love. Forehand return from Eala does well there. And that's going to be a miss for Sasnovich. 40-30. Sasnovich backhand cross court is too good. She holds for 2-love. So, the wind has certainly been taken out of Eala's sails there. 2-love, Sasnovich leads. Eala now will need to hold here, or the finish line for Sasnovich will be tantalizingly close. She gets a hold here, though, and the set is a long, long way away from being done. Good return there from Sasnovich. Eala misses on the forehand. I went for an Eala win in 3 sets pre-match, which of course is still very much a possibility, but Sasnovich, the warm favourite now, with a decisive advantage in this deciding set. Love 15. Forehand return from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Backhand from Sasnovich cross court. Forehand Eala. Slice now from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Low net clearance there from her. And that's a really good backhand that forces the error. 15 all. I'm sure the organizers will be desperate for an Eala win, given the crowds that she's attracting, and the social media views and clicks, and the YouTube views too. But we will survive. 15 all. Backhand return. Oh, Sasnovich not won the point yet, but she's on top of it. And I think she's missed the smash, Sasnovich. Dearie me. Oh, no, she made it. I thought she'd missed the smash, but she hasn't. 15-30. Hits the line. A bit lucky there, Sasnovich, given she was so far up in the point. She had a smash, but she couldn't put it away. 15-30. First serve into the net from Eala. So a second serve here for Sasnovich to look at 15-30. Are we going to see more break points for the Belarusian? She's been far more ruthless than Eala on those break points today. Forehand return. Forehand from Eala is wonderful from Alex. 30 all. That's a great winner from her. $30 all. Eala serving. Just misses the first serve. So is it going to be game point Alex or break point Sasnovich? Second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. Backhand return from her. Backhand from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich is really good. Too good. 30-40. Break point Sasnovich. Misses the first serve. Second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. This is huge. Huge point Sasnovich wins this. It's a long, long way back for Alex from here. Backhand return from her is good. Eala can't deal with it, and it is 3-love, ladies and gentlemen. Is that the match? We'll be back with you after a short break.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you? Or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much. Nothing much. Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life, and I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. $15-love. Good serve down the tee there from Sasnovich that Eala couldn't deal with. Sasnovich so close now to the finish line. Double break this 3-love lead is for the Belarus. Eala staring down the barrel of a defeat with her Abu Dhabi title dreams hanging by a thread, especially as she hits that forehand return long. 30-love now for Sasnovich as we enter the final stages of this match potentially. If she consolidates the double break advantage, look at the glum coach of Eala's there. It's not looking good now for Alex, that's for sure. 30-love here, Sasnovich. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going down the tee, but you're going to hit into the net, actually. So second serve here for Eala to look at. Joey Monday, yeah. Second serve, fault. So 30-15. Those Alex Eala signs in the crowd look a little bit more forlorn right now. Talking of forlorn, how's Diego getting up to these days? Diego Forlan. All right, John, move on. 30-15 here, Sasnovich serving. I can see my siesta on the horizon. Good serve out wide. Ace. 40-15. 2 game points here for Sasnovich for a 4-love lead. Eala there not looking too happy with the proceedings right now. Understandably so, as she stares down the barrel of defeat. 40-15 here, Sasnovich. Where are you going to go with this serve? You're going down the tee. Forehand return. Backhand from Sasnovich. Forehand from Eala. She's still fighting. Forehand Eala is going to miss. 4-love Sasnovich. So close now for the Belarusian to the semi-final. Remember, it was a double break advantage that she had in the first set. She won that 6-2. She's threatening a 6-2 set here. Eala in huge trouble. Eala has pulled a few rabbits out of the hat, even in her short-lived main tour career so far. None more so than at the US Open last year against Clara Towson. Well, she's going to have to pull another rabbit out the hat here, especially as she's love 15 already down on her serve, as that underpower serve is punished by Sasnovich. Love 15 is Eala. She looks out of breath and potentially out of ideas as well. Love 15. We will be bringing the Emma Raducanu-Juvan match from Cluj shortly. So make sure you... Oh, wonderful forehand there from Eala. 15 all. She's not giving up without at least some sort of fight. Look at that forehand. So clean. Clean as a whistle. 15 all. Where are you going to go with this serve, Alex? You are going down the tee. Backhand return is going to miss. So 30-15. Sasnovich here. At love 15, Eala was potentially going to get bageled. That now feels a little further away. Don't very often see Eala get bageled. Saw Eala give Alicia Parks a bagel recently in Melbourne. Has Eala missed that? Yes, she has. I think she has 30 all. So still the bagel is possible. Okay, 30 all here. Eala serving. Cannot afford to get broken again, or the match is basically done. Backhand there down the middle of the court. Forehand from Sasnovich. Into the rally still a slice there from Sasnovich that Eala can't deal with. 30-40. And it's another break point opportunity for Sasnovich. This to take a 5-love lead. And that would feel like it. 30-40. Make sure to hit that like button, by the way. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Have we got to 100 likes yet on this video? I hope so. Second serve here for Sasnovich to look at 30-40. Where are you going to go with this serve, Eala? You are going to serve. Backhand return is into the net. Deuce. Prolonging this match for a little bit longer. Deuce. Snehel says this match is done, sadly. I think you're probably right, Snehel. Snehel, how many likes are we at, by the way, on this? Have we got to 100 yet? Deuce. Second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. Eala's Abu Dhabi hopes hanging by a thread right now. 90 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Forehand here from Sasnovich. Backhand cross court from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich goes into the net. So a game point for Alex Eala to avoid the bagel. And I think it might be enough. If Eala wins this game, I think it might just be enough for us to get to 100 likes. If you're watching right now and you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. Okay. Eala here, game point for 4-1. Down the tee. Forehand into the net. We have got to 4-1. Well done, Alex Eala. You are on the board. This match is not quite done yet. You're still fighting. We'll take a quick break.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a Talking Tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sasnovich serving at 4-1. Eala needs a break of serve, and she needs it fast. She needs it ASAP. Four-one final set indeed. Oh, love 15. So love 15 here on the Sasnovich serve. Second serve here for Eala to look at love 15. Good backhand return from her. Wonderful backhand cross-court winner from Sasnovich, 15 all. Okay, 15 all here. Sasnovich serving. Can she get the first serve in? She can. Backhand return from Eala. Decent depth there from Alex. Alex still fighting for every single point here. And Sasnovich unnerved, perhaps. 15-30. Okay, we're into the rally. Sasnovich misses, and we're going to have some break points here for Alex Eala. Well, well, well. Okay, could this be game back on? Yeah, indeed. Misses the first serve, Sasnovich. So a second serve here for Eala to look at 15-40. Oh, what is Eala doing on return there? 30-40. Yeah. Are we anywhere near 100 likes? Everyone, hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes as soon as possible. I think we'll make it because we've got, a couple more games. If Eala breaks here, I'm sure we'll make it. All right, 30-40. Into the rally. Decent return there from Eala. We're into the rally still. Sasnovich misses on the forehand. Eala gets one of the breaks back. 4-2, ladies and gentlemen. Is this match done? Snehil said it was done 9 minutes ago, but I have seen Snehil write matches off and write players off even. And been proven wrong, so we'll see. I still feel as though Sasnovich has probably got enough to get over the line, but tennis is a sport full of surprises. So, Eala to serve. Where are you going to go with this serve? Missing the first serve. So, a second serve here for Sasnovich to look at. Where are you going to go with this second serve? You are going down the tee, backhand return, forehand from Eala into the backhand of Sasnovich. Lovely backhand there from Sasnovich, but the point is far from done yet as Eala still fighting. Backhand now from Eala. Sasnovich on the backhand is going to go long. 15 love. The crowd are going wild right now. Okay. Eala serves. Backhand return. Forehand from Eala's going to go long. 15 all. Okay, 15 all here. Eala's missed that, has she? Yes, she has. 15-30. Snehil, Novak Djokovic. I remember very well. Okay, forehand here from Eala's nice, but it's not won the point yet. In fact, oh, but what about that backhand? 30 all. That was sensational. Okay, 30 all here. Eala serving. Forehand return. Backhand from Eala. Backhand from Sasnovich. Oh, Eala nets. 30-40. Break point Sasnovich. Surely if Sasnovich gets the break here, the match is done. Surely. 5-2 double break. Oakley dokley. Eala serving here. 30-40. Backhand return is going to miss from Sasnovich. Lucky for Eala. Deuce. That was a little gift there for Eala. Deuce. Down the tee, misses the first serve. Forehand return from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich. Eala on the backhand, lofted up high. Sasnovich comes in, tries to attack, but doesn't succeed. Mistimed and mishit that backhand from Sasnovich. So it is game point for Eala. And Sasnovich, if Eala holds here, Sasnovich will be feeling the pressure, breathing down her neck at 4-3. Eala here. Just tapping her shoes there, Rafa Nadal like. Hello, Faisal 912. Into the rally right now. Eala comes into the net, backhand. She should. Oh, the lob. I think that lob was going out, you know. I think that lob was going out. Maybe not, but I think it was. Eala took it anyway out of the air, and Sasnovich ends up winning the point. Deuce. Good serve down the tee. Forehand from Eala. It's a nice forehand from her. Now she's on the forehand again. Has she put that away? Good defending from Sasnovich, but eventually Eala's attacking play gets its reward. Game point, Alex Eala. Advantage to the Filipina. Can she get to 4-3? If she does, Sasnovich, the pressure on her will be enormous. Bearing in mind she was a 4-love double break advantage. But if Eala puts this away, it'll be 3 games in a row for the Filipina. And arguably, she'll be back in the match. But we'll see. Forehand return from Sasnovich. Forehand from Eala. Gone long, deuce. Eala wants to see this again. Not for the first time today. Alex is not happy with the line calling, which of course is electronic, and so therefore automatically it's never going to get overturned. So it is deuce. 80 people now tuning in. Thank you for joining us today. Hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Click that subscribe button. Eala comes into the net, cannot put the backhand volley away, and it's going to be a break point for Sasnovich for 5-2. What a match. Eala misses the first serve. Second serve here. Chastea has won the first set in Cluj over Zidansek, 6-1. Backhand return here. Forehand from Eala is going to go long. We've got the break once again for Sasnovich. Double break advantage for the Belarusian. When they return to the court, she will be serving for the match. Five-2 she leads. Eala there had her chances to get to 4-3, and I think the match would have been very interesting had she done so. But ultimately, she's going long. And Sasnovich will serve for the match. Won't be long, though, before Raducanu's taken the court in Cluj, I think, because Chastea is racing away. With her match against the former French Open semi-finalist, Zidansek, I think she was. We've got an interview with Zidansek, actually, on our channel. If you go to the videos section on YouTube and put in Zidansek, you'll find the interview that we have with her. As we look at some members of the crowd, there's some people there supporting Alex Eala, not looking too happy right now with Alex staring down the barrel of defeat. Mind you, I said that at 4-love. Okay. Serving for the match. New balls as well, Sasnovich has. That should be to her advantage. It means the new balls means they'll be a little bit faster, which when you're on serve is a huge advantage. Good return there from Eala. She's in charge of this point. She comes into the net and Sasnovich misses the pass. So love 15. Alex is not done yet. It's not in her character to give up. She is a fighter, no doubt about that. Love 15. Sasnovich is serving for a spot in the quarterfinals, where if she wins this particular encounter, she will play Katarina Alexandrova. The serve is out wide. Wonderful forehand return from Eala. And that's going to go long from Sasnovich on the forehand. So it's love 30. Is there going to be another twist in this incredible tennis tale? Love 30 on the Sasnovich serve. Eala not going down without a fight, that's for sure. Sasnovich serves. Ace out wide. Close to the line, but close enough from Sasnovich's point of view. 15-30. Eala, they're just staring at the spot where she thought that ball hit. 15-30. Sasnovich 3 points away now from winning the match. What a match it's been, by the way. Good serve down the tee. Eala does well to get it back in play. She's defending Eala and defending pretty well, to be fair. Running. Forehand from Sasnovich. It's a winner. What a forehand winner that is from Sasnovich. What an angle she found there. Eala did really well to stay in that point. But ultimately, it's 30 all. Okay, 30 all. 2 points away from the win here for Sasnovich. Have we got to 100 likes yet, people? If not, why not? Click the like button. Backhand return from Eala is sensational. 30-40. Breakpoint Eala. Backhand return on the rise. She has a breakpoint opportunity to get us to 5-3. Hold at 5-3 and make Sasnovich serve it out, and things will get very interesting. But that is still a couple of steps away. 30-40 here on the Sasnovich serve. Down the tee. Eala gets it just back in play, but Sasnovich puts the forehand away. It's deuce. Once again, the Belarusian is 2 points away from the win. Eala is hanging on. Just hanging on. Deuce. Where are you going to go with this? Sasnovich. Good serve that Eala can't deal with. Out wide. Really pushing Alex out wide, and Alex got her racket on it, but with nowhere near enough purchase to get it back over the net. So, match point Sasnovich. It's been a lengthy encounter as she looks to seal this third set by 6-2. Let's see where you're going to go with this serve. Sasnovich serving with that funky style that we've seen throughout the day. Here we go. First serve is into the net. So it's a second serve for Eala to look at as she looks to save this match point scenario. Second serve, Sasnovich. Ball up. Double fault, of course. Deuce. Wow. Sasnovich feeling the moment clearly. Deuce. Is Eala going to take advantage of any anxiety on the opposite side of the net? We're potentially about to find out. So, deuce here. Remember the previous serve from Sasnovich into the deuce court. I'm imagining she'll go for a similar spot out wide, but I wouldn't be surprised if she misses it. She doesn't. She does go out wide, but she doesn't miss it. Okay, now into the forehand of Eala. That's a sensational forehand winner from Alex Eala. Break point for 5-3. The match that keeps on giving is continuing to give. As we edge closer to the capacity of the Arthur Ashe Stadium in terms of our subscriber count. Sasnovich serving here. 5-2, but it's a break point for Eala. Okay, where are you going to go with this serve? Ace. Deuce. Just can't tell what Sasnovich is going to turn up on serve in this game. 1 minute sublime, 1 minute not sublime, let's say. Okay, Sasnovich serving here at deuce. Where are you going to go with this serve? You are going to go down the tee, forehand return, backhand from Sasnovich, backhand from Eala, forehand from Sasnovich goes into the net. We're going to get another break point for Alex Eala. Chastey was running away with the match against Zidansek. Just 38 minutes into that encounter, and Chastey was threatening to go up a double break in the second set, having won the first set by 6-1. Okay, Eala here with a break point. Sasnovich, where are you going to go with this serve? Down the tee. Good return, though, from Alex, considering the position she was in. She's defending now, Alex. Can she defend this? She can, but surely Sasnovich puts the volley away. No, she doesn't. Oh, and Eala's going to get super lucky with that cross-court backhand that clips the net, goes over her opponent's racket. Lucky Eala. She's got the break, but really, it was lucky, but really, Sasnovich should have done more with the volley. So, 5-3. Eala to serve. She's obviously serving at 3-5. This match is not done yet. Okay, Eala serving 3-5. She's not out of the tournament just yet. She saved a match point. Although, did she save it or did Sasnovich squander it? Well, it was a double fault. You decide. Backhand return. Forehand from Eala. Clips the net again. That seems to be her forte at the moment. Backhand defensive shot there from Eala. She's on the defense, but she doesn't need to worry about defending that because Sasnovich has put the forehand into the net. 15 love. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Whoever you are, wherever in the world you are tuning in from. 15 love. I mean, I've seen Eala win tennis matches from similarly desperate circumstances. I'm thinking of you, Clara Towson, in New York last year. Backhand return from Sasnovich. Forehand from Eala is decent. Forehand to forehand down the center of the court. Now it's a backhand from Sasnovich into the forehand of Eala. Drop shot Sasnovich is sublime. Fantastic from the Belarusian. 15 all. Okay. Eala here serving at 15 all. Where are you going to go with this serve? Forehand return from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Backhand Sasnovich is too good. 15-30. Now she's on the turn. Maybe she can chill. Two points away from the win now. Gakov against 40 is happening right now. They're going into a third set. Right at the beginning of the third set. In answer to that question. Backhand return from Sasnovich goes into the net and it's 30 all. There was a chance there for Sasnovich, that's for sure. 30 all. Daniel D5280. Please can you hit the like button? And if you haven't already done so, hit subscribe. Okay, where are we going with this serve? Down the tee. Backhand return is pretty good from Sasnovich. Forehand now from Sasnovich into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich. Remember, this is 30 all. Eala attacking. Eala attacking. She puts the forehand away. 40-30. Game point for Alex Eala to make it 5-4. Are we witnessing an epic comeback from Eala? She was 4 love down. She was 5-2 down. Double break advantage that Sasnovich had at that stage. Sasnovich had a match point for a 6-2 third set win. And yet now Eala is 1 point away from 5-4. And the return from Sasnovich goes long. We are continuing this match. It's 5-4. Sasnovich is going to have to serve for it again. Can she serve for it? Well, we'll be back with you after a short break.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. There is a lot of excitement and, dare I suggest it, anticipation in the crowd because Alex Eala is mounting a huge comeback potentially in this match. She was 4-love down and then 5-2 down, saved a match point. Now it's 5-4. Sasnovich is serving for the match for a second time. Is she going to be able to serve it out, though? That is the question. She had a double fault on that match point, by the way. But she's won the first point here with an ace. Is she going to be cooler under this pressure cooker scenario than she was in the previous time when she was trying to serve it out? She's 3 points away. She's been 1 point away on one occasion. So 15-love for Sasnovich. First serve. Lands in. Backhand return from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich. Forehand from Eala is pretty good, but we've not done yet. Drop shot Eala. Should be good enough to win the point. It is. 15 all. Eala is fighting, fighting, fighting. By the way, here's the link. I'm just putting it in the chat for you to the Talking Tennis merchandise, which looks pretty cool, I think. You can get white, grey, or black clothing. 15 all. Where are you going to go with this serve, Sasnovich? Backhand return from Eala. Forehand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. It's a winner. 15-30. Backhand winner down the line. 15-30. Sasnovich serving. Second serve for Eala to look at 15-30. Is the improbable comeback about to happen? We'll see. 15-30. Backhand return from Eala is good. Forehand is not bad from Sasnovich. But that forehand is not good enough from Sasnovich. 15-40. Are we seeing a collapse of sorts from the Belarusian here? I think we're also seeing Eala making the collapse happen, if that makes sense. 15-40. What a match this has turned into. Emma Raducanu will be the match to follow this. Sasnovich serves down the tee. Forehand return. Forehand from Sasnovich into the net. We've got it back on 5 all. Oh, dearie me. Snare hill, snare hill, snare hill. Oh, dear. 30 minutes ago, Snare Hill said, this match is done. Well, well, well. Even if Sasnovich wins this match right now, and she still might win it, it certainly wasn't done. Anyway, 5 all. From 4-love and 5-2 down, and match point down, we have now got parity, which we haven't had this entire set because Sasnovich broke at the beginning of it and didn't look back until now. 5 all. She must be feeling pretty bad about herself, especially she knows that she's going to have to come up against a fighter like Eala. But Sasnovich is on top in this point, and she's going to win the first point of this Eala service game. So it's love 15. 91 people watching right now. Please hit that like button and click subscribe. Okay, Eala serving here, love 15. Forehand return. It's going to go long, just 15 all. There are about 60 or 70 of you watching on YouTube right now that haven't subscribed. If you click that subscribe button right now, that little number that you see in the corner there will just go crazy. And you can all do a dance knowing that you've made a difference. Okay, 15 all. Serves into the forehand of Sasnovich. Remember, the winner of this match will play Aliaksandra. Wonderful cross-court backhand there from Eala. Eala must be feeling so good about herself right now. Little net cord there benefiting Sasnovich on this occasion. Forehand Sasnovich, backhand from Eala. Got good depth on it. Now it's on the forehand of Eala, but I think she might have missed it. She has 15-30. She was attacking, as only she knows. 15-30. That boy can barely watch. The tension right now for both players in so many ways, but particularly Sasnovich, bearing in mind the advantages that she's had in this third set. 15-30. Backhand return from Sasnovich. Has missed 30 all. I mean, I've made so many predictions in this match. I did say, though, pre-match, I said Eala wins this in 3. We'll see. It's looking very possible right now. Forehand return from Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala. Backhand Sasnovich. Good depth there from the Belarusian. Backhand from Eala. Backhand Sasnovich. Backhand from Eala goes into the net. 30-40. Break point for Sasnovich. Now it's her turn to keep fighting. She's had to fight through a bag of nerves, I think, for the last 3 or 4 games. That bag of nerves reached peak moment when she had a match point and she double faulted Sasnovich on match point at 5-2. Okay, Eala serving here, 30-40. Forehand return is going to miss. So we're at deuce. And the Eala comeback is very much on again. Remember, Eala was a double breakdown in the deciding set against Clara Towson at the US Open. Echoes of that match right now. I think that match finished 7-5, you know, in the third set. Game point, Alex Eala, after Sasnovich nets on the return. It's not been the highest of quality of matches, but wow, we have been high on drama, that is for sure. Eala serves. Backhand return from Sasnovich. Going to miss. 6-5, Alex Eala. Change of ends. Sasnovich, when they return to the court, will be serving to stay in the match. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Ready. Play.
How has life changed since that Miami run for you? Or has it not changed at all?
A lot has changed technically, but I don't really feel, at the same time, not much has changed. It's hard to explain. I've had the same work ethic since I was young, so nothing in terms of how I go about my day has really changed. Of course, there's a big difference between last month and this month in terms of my results, my ranking, but when you focus on the things that I need to focus on, there's nothing much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel any more pressure?
I think it's normal to feel some pressure after a big run like this. But tennis is a game that has a lot of pressure in whichever moment that you're in your life. And I think that I've done the best I could with my mentality and talking with my team about how I can handle it, and hopefully that shows on court.
The win over Iga, is that the best moment of your career so far, would you say?
Of course. I think all of those, I think all the wins that week, and even the match against Jessica was each such important moments in my life.
Yeah, sure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Back, ladies and gentlemen, back with a bang from Sasnovich's point of view, because she's 15 love up with incredible precision on that last shot. $15 love here. 15 all. She goes long there, does Sasnovich. And it's now Eala who's very close to the finish line here. 15 all. 3 points away now, Eala, from winning the match. Mind you, Sasnovich is 3 points away from forcing a tiebreak. Backhand return from Eala. It's going to go long. 30-15. Chastea has beaten Zadancic, by the way. So that match is done. Super quick, less than an hour. Okay. Down the out wide, but she's missed the first serve, has Sasnovich. Okay, we're into the rally here. Forehand from Sasnovich. Sasnovich comes into the net. Should win the point. Does not win the point because Eala fantastic there. 30 all. Wow. It's the second time at the net Sasnovich hasn't been decisive enough. $30 all. So, Sasnovich here. 2 points away from defeat. Backhand return. It's going to go long. 40-30. Indeed. 40-30. Sasnovich serving. Second serve here for Eala to look at. It was exactly in this spot when Sasnovich had a match point and she double faulted. She's got a game point here to force the tiebreak. Let's see what happens. We are going to a tiebreak because Eala's missed the return. Deuce. Oof. Drama, drama, drama in Abu Dhabi. She had a match point on her serve. Okay, tiebreak time. Here we go. Eala serving. Where are you going to go with this serve? Backhand return from Sasnovich. Into the rally. Forehand from Sasnovich. Sasnovich errs. 1-0. Eala. Whew. Drama, drama, drama. Just goes long there, really close. Unlucky from Sasnovich, really. Of course, who can forget that net cord as well that went Ayala's way on one of the breaks back that she got in that deciding set, or in this deciding set, I should say. 1-0, Ayala leads. Backhand return into the net, 1-1. Whatever happens now, we are in the dying embers of this match, but whose Abu Dhabi campaign is gonna survive another day and a match with Aliaksandra in the next round? I make Ayala the slight favorite now, which is incredible, bearing in mind where we were. Okay, Sasnovich to serve here, 1-1 in this tiebreak. Return from Ayala. It's gonna go long. It's a really good serve out wide from Sasnovich. 2-1. The Belarusian leads now. Good serve out wide there. Ayala just couldn't deal with it. Okay. Ayala to serve here. 1-2. Backhand return from Sasnovich. Ayala attacks. Wonderful. 2-2. There we go. 2-2. Nice backhand down the line there that Sasnovich could not deal with. Okay, pressure, pressure, pressure. 2-all. Down the tee. Backhand return is gonna miss Sasnovich there. And for the first time no, not the first time, ignore it. But Ayala leads in the tiebreak, 3-2. Ayala started the match really well. It's a long time ago, I know. But Ayala started this match really well. Crowd there cheering a first serve into the net from Sasnovich. Okay, second serve here. What's the scoreboard gonna be at the end of the change of ends? Backhand into the net from Ayala. 3-3. Change of ends. Still feels like the momentum, though, is with Alex right now. Bearing in mind she was 4-love and 5-2 down in the set. Staring down the barrel of defeat in particular when Sasnovich was serving forward at 5-2 and match point on her serve, and she double faulted. Feels like a little while ago now. Well, of course, it was a while ago. Ayala down a double break, but she got it back, and now we're in the tiebreak. Ayala, by the way, herself was 2 points away from the win at 30-all on the Sasnovich serve. Anyway, Sasnovich is serving 3-3. Misses the first serve. Second serve, Ayala to look at. Backhand return. Forehand from Sasnovich. Backhand from Ayala up the line. Ayala's on the attack here. But we're still very much in the rally. But she's moving Sasnovich around. But it's Ayala who errs. 4-3 Sasnovich. We are on serve. But every point right now feels huge. It was a backhand from Ayala into the net. 4-3 Sasnovich. Nervy, nervy, nervy times right now. So it's Ayala serving now at 3-4. Where are you gonna go with this serve? Misses the first serve, does Alex. So a second serve here at 3-4. Do not double fault, Alex. Backhand return. Forehand from Ayala. Backhand from Aliaksandra. Slice now from Ayala onto the forehand. And Sasnovich doesn't deal with that. 4-4. 2 hours and 48 minutes, this match now. They are locked at 4-all in this deciding set tiebreaker. Forehand miss from Sasnovich. She'll be very disappointed with that forehand. Okay, Eala hit the serve at 4-4. Forehand return. Forehand from Sasnovich. Forehand again from Sasnovich. Puts it away for 5-4. Mini break advantage now for the Belarusian. Leads the tiebreak. I think it's the first time that she's been up in the tiebreak. Certainly in terms of a mini break advantage. She needed to stay cool there as she had the forehand opportunity, but she took it, to be fair. Ali here. It's gone long from Sasnovich. We're at 5-all. Whew. This is a crazy, crazy match that just keeps on giving. Okay, where are we going to go with this serve? Second serve here at 5-5. Deary me. Look at Eala ready to pounce inside the baseline. She does pounce. We're into the rally now. Eala on the attack. Sasnovich defending. Eala on the attack still, pushing her opponent deeper and deeper behind that baseline. Backhand cross court from Eala. Forehand cross court from Sasnovich. It's Sasnovich who errs first with a forehand into the net. And for the first time in the match, we have a match point for Alex Eala. What a crazy, crazy match this has been. Remember, she was a double break down in this encounter. She was facing match point down, and Sasnovich double faulted at 5-2. She got the break back. She broke again. And now we're into the tie break. Eala on her serve, 6-5, match point. Well, where are you going to go with this serve? Out wide, backhand return. It's missed! Eala cannot believe it. She has won. Wow. 2-6, 6-4, 7-6. The crowd go wild. But boy, oh boy, how will Sasnovich be feeling right now? Whew. She was serving for it. Let's quickly go through the match, tell you how it unfolded. Eala started well, held serve well, put a bit of pressure on Sasnovich on her serve. Couldn't break. Then Sasnovich runs away with that first set, looking very comfortable. Sasnovich then goes up a set and a break. Eala breaks back. Eala then garners so many break points in that second set, but finally does get over the line 6-4. She then gets broken immediately in the third set. So now Sasnovich leads by an early break in that third set. But can she hang on? Well, I tell you what, she more than hung on. She raced into a 4-love lead in that third set. But then Eala got one of the breaks back. But then Sasnovich breaks again. And in fact, he's serving for the match at 5-2 with a double break. She has a match point. Sasnovich, she double faulted on match point. Boy, oh boy, Eala gets the break back. Eala right now, by the way, embracing her parents. So emotional. But Sasnovich has a chance to serve it out again. She doesn't take it. We're now back on serve. Eala holds. It's 5-6. Sasnovich hangs on, though, forces the tiebreak. Sasnovich goes up a break, mini break in the tiebreak at 5-4. But then Eala wins the last 3 points in a row, and she punches the air right now. The crowd are going wild. And Eala is through to the quarterfinals where she's going to play Ekaterina Alexandrova. Wow. Reminiscent, of course, of the double break deficit she had against Clara Towson before she came back to win that match in New York last year. Well, this was just as dramatic in so many ways. Slightly smaller stage, but wow. Alex Eala, take a bow. We're going to hear from her now. She's so happy she can't believe it. She talks to the Filipino fans there. But how must Sasnovich be feeling? Wow.
Have dreamed about, selling out stadiums is insane.
Selling out stadiums is insane. She's really happy with this win.
And talking a little bit about the match, you were down 2-5, and I noticed that you just started stepping up, being a little bit more aggressive, really applying the pressure, and it might have made your opponent a little bit nervous. Was that something that you were conscious of and talking to your coach about? Yeah, I think he started to do well, and in the tight moments, I think he also stepped up, especially with the serve and a lot of winners. I really tried my best in those moments to fight. I really tried to find the fight. And in the end, I think, when I was coming back, I was able to find it. So I'm really proud of that. And I think, once again, the crowd is very proud of that fight as well. Now, looking ahead to the quarterfinal match, maybe you just want to enjoy, but how are you going to mentally try and prepare and reset because you still have a little bit of a long ways to go? Yeah, I do have a long ways to go, and each round is even more of a challenge. I think it has its own unique challenges every match, so I'll try my best to recover and prepare for that one. Well, you're moving on tonight. Congratulations.
She is moving on indeed, and she will be playing Aliaksandra in the quarterfinals in Abu Dhabi. Boy, oh boy. Let's have a look forward to that match right now. Alex Eala coming up against Aliaksandra in the quarterfinals. Of course, Aliaksandra, the number 2 seed in Abu Dhabi. These two have never played before, so that is something to bear in mind. But Aliaksandra, the number 2 seed, you would think that she would be the favorite. She should also be the fresher of the two after that epic that Alex Eala had to come through. Aliaksandra, by the way, came through 6-3, 6-love in impressive fashion earlier on today against Yastremska. Eala, of course, has played an extra match where I thought she played really well against Sonmez in that first round. Probably the best tennis I've seen from her for quite a few months, I thought, from Alex Eala in that particular encounter. But today, Alex Eala was down and out. Double breakdown in the deciding set. Match point down as well. Unbelievable. Alex Eala progressed. But has she got enough in the tank? I think she has. Keep an eye on that sort of thigh issue that she seems to be carrying. Will that hold her up against Aliaksandra? Well, time will tell. Let's have a quick look at the tail of the tape ahead of that match. In terms of today, Eala will look forward to maybe being a bit more clinical on break points than she was against Sasnovich, because on break points, Eala was 5 from 17 today. She'll want to be more clinical than that against Aliaksandra. And of course, Aliaksandra reached the top 10 in the world last year. The top 10 breakthrough, which, by the way, is pretty impressive at the age of 31. She's obviously the more experienced of the two players, as you can see here. She also obviously got that career high, as I just mentioned, of the number 10 in the world. Alex Eala is currently at her career high of 45. But that should be creeping up, by the way, the more match wins she gets in Abu Dhabi. 11 years her senior is the Russian. Both, of course, are pretty much the same height, 1.75 meters. Aliaksandra, like most of the tour, is a right-hander. And Aliaksandra really has had a fairly underwhelming start to the year, going out in her opening match in the Australian Open to Zeynep Sonmez. Alex Eala also lost her opening match in Melbourne, but she has had wins since then. The Philippine Women's Open, where she got 2 wins under her belt. She's had another 2 wins here in Abu Dhabi as well. So arguably, Eala is going in with a slightly better form. But I think Alexandrova's peak will just have a bit too much for Alex, especially given the physical condition that Alex must be feeling in after that match that lasted nearly 3 hours today against Sasnovich. But it's another huge step forward for Alex Eala. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Wonderful. We'll see you again for the Aliaksandra watch-along. And now join me for Emma Raducanu against Jovan in Romania. So see you on the other side.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.